We appreciate you coming back to the Coin Surreys channel. Our timing was perfect, and the huge flush arrived at last. Regardless, internet idiocy like meme coin fever is growing rapidly. I actually believed it was still lying around. In the hour before to this encyclopedia of the metaverse. You guys, I'm being really serious. Its 20,000% gain puts it on the list of 24-hour gainers. We need a big flush of the average coins over the 7-day time frame. In addition, I think we finally grasped it today. Compared to my expectations, it lacked profundity. Her exact words were those. When we analyze the present state of affairs in this domain, it will be crucial to remember where we are in this cycle. In this regard, I had an article published. Actually, I have elaborated on the flush a bit. So, I wrote a post 14 hours ago saying that these, which are just flush unsold meme coins, will go crazy. It is common practice to spend money with the hope of receiving a return that is 100 times greater. Look at the market falling. I said, here's the flush of not only meme coins, but the entire market. On this day, I quote, "One thing to remember is that market corrections are usually just opportunities to range before starting to rise again." Warning signs had been erected for almost a week because of the meme currency craze and people getting $10 million or more for useless projects. Additionally, in case you somehow failed to notice, a large number of individuals have been carelessly adding pre-sale coin addresses to the wallets of other individuals, and they're all meme altcoins. To top it all off, to me, it's hilarious. Moreover, the justification for the additional $10 million, as I indicated before, now that we have the essential and beneficial flush, we need to be patient. The realm of mid to low six figures is where I'm aiming to locate something for myself. Get off your phone and look at the charts. If you freak out before we start making plans, you'll make crazy choices. Would you happen to know of any risk-free opportunities in this industry that I could jumpstart my income in the next several months? No. Conversely, utility projects provide significantly less hazardous opportunities for financial gain. Also, at some point, I think everyone will say the utilities projects, nevertheless, have ground to a standstill. Right now, they're just standing there. Listen, having XRP or HBAR is irrelevant. It's all just junk. Maybe it has nothing to do with evolving utility. Being on the go constantly isn't required, and it most certainly won't be. Seriously, no matter how much we tally up the winners and losers, there will always be a project outperforming yours. The Book of Meme is now the most effective 24-hour gainer, as I indicated earlier. Even if your own coin or project isn't doing well, you may still see that something is happening by looking at the projects with the lowest performance. At some point, your portfolio will not be as successful as other projects. It follows logically. You need to break free from the vicious cycle of comparison. If you do this, your investments will bring you perpetual pain. You will be so frustrated and angry by the constant notion of comparison that you may consider selling your soul. On the other hand, isn't that correct? The whole season is still in its early stages. As I mentioned before, there is no time to squander or miss out on this chance. We are coming closer by the second. I wrote an article about how simple it is. We aren't at the happy stage of the cycle yet. Observing the mood throughout each retreat reveals a pattern of recurrent calls for a double top, worries over a weekly closing below all-time highs, and allusions to 2020. To me, it's hilarious. It seems like this idea is popping up everywhere. I've noticed. What happened in March 2020 was a massive recession, and we expect it to happen again. Wow, this is just astounding. Anyone who was there in 2020 is probably suffering from PTSD right now, in the year 2021, to be exact. Alright, so now people are starting to realize that. Like, with single major surge, or it seems like we've set a new record. Now that it's ready, we may return to the $40,000 to $30,000 range, although I do not claim that everyone is now suffering from crippling fear or anxiety. I do not understand why it seems like so many people are. A small percentage of people always look on the bright side. They are unaffected by this. And then there are the long-timers, the people who have weathered the storms before and can empathize with our present situation. Regardless, each and every coin cycler that has pointed out that doing nothing is enough at this stage of the cycle right when I published an article on it. Don't feel pressured to do anything or pursue anything. Doing so is completely unnecessary, as we enter the second leg of an upswing, which is often volatile. Plus/minus 20% days will standardize, and because it's a plus and minus, there will be major obstacles at certain stages of the chart. Since I've witnessed more traders selling at this level than any other, most would be wise to wait on their hands for the time being. Oh, without a doubt. Being that is absolutely out of my league. Do you have any idea how much I concur with you on this? I am being completely serious when I say that doing nothing is really all that's needed. Could we please discuss the market share of Bitcoin when we do so? A decision will be made soon. Additionally, it can soar upwards as a result of the decision. Even still, Bitcoin will steal the spotlight for the time being, with prices possibly hitting $80,000 to $100,000. On the other hand, once Bitcoin implements the change, everything will collapse. The price of coins often changes very quickly. Reliable Crypto has also documented this. He thinks altcoins should once again make way for Bitcoin, so he may launch this stunning show. At this stage, Bitcoin is likely to reach $100,000 or much higher. We can't predict the behavior of this chart unless we monitor Bitcoin's dominance till then. Do you think that's true? A positive breakout wouldn't always mean the end for all cryptocurrencies. Nevertheless, this does mean that they will take a back seat, with Bitcoin seeing more action and perhaps even a small upswing. But until its dominance peaks and declines, it will not change in a similar way to Bitcoin. Regarding the Bitcoin XRP and other coin pairings in particular, I have been keeping a careful eye on this for a while now. You should expect this change to happen in the coming weeks, so be ready for it when it comes. Not only will the weather change, but the whole universe will change as well. Remember that Bitcoin has technically entered price discovery and reached a new all-time high. The present price action is just a retreat before a much stronger upward surge, which will be visible when XRP prices drop. Hats off to Moon Lambo for bringing up the fact that the cryptocurrency market is experiencing a slight reversal after an incredible surge. That is why I can tell that XRP's value is going down. It is my hope that XRP will set new market records this market cycle now that it is no longer constrained by the SEC lawsuit. On top of that, I absolutely agree. The future of XRP's price is uncertain. I won't make a bold forecast because I don't think the price will do anything. Given that we intend to have a full-blown entire season, it appears irrational that XRP would not participate. After the cycle ends, we should be satisfied with the results, if all goes as planned. On top of that, I've already given you my price predictions, and I'll be totally honest about them in this video. However, when we examine XRP, breaking out above this trend line on a weekly basis is my top goal. I haven't set my sights on anything else yet. I am primarily monitoring the longer time frames because we have been successful in maintaining this on the weekly chart thus far. The longer time frames currently show that XRP is about to do something. On the weekly chart, things are looking good right now. When the weekly candle closes above 62, or approximately 63 cents, we will have made considerable progress if we can maintain this up. Whatever the case may be, I intend to maintain my 75-cent viewing habit. This is where 75 cents is put in. This is something that we have started working on earlier. I am keeping a close eye on this chart, for the simple reason that I have written some blogs and truly think that XRP will silence its many critics. A range of $5 to $10 in XRP is within my investment parameters. As I mentioned in my initial post, it appears like everyone is griping about how these prices are too high or how this cycle won't work. The same people are also pushing for a $7,500 to $10,000 price range for Ethereum. Predictions for Bitcoin's value also hover around $100,000 to $150,000. Even if you're calculating based on XRP's fully diluted market valuation, take a moment to think rationally about this. By full supply, I do indeed mean precisely that. 1 trillion Ethereum would be worth $900 billion and $1 at a market cap of $500 billion at $5 and $10, whereas 2 trillion Bitcoin would be worth $100,000. Plus, at one point, $150,000 would be worth more than $3 trillion. Is the possibility that XRP could hit $5 to $10 per cycle ridiculous to you? For sure not. According to my opinion, truthfully, I lean toward the conservative camp. I think that is consistent with what happens when we look around the room carefully. Our current fixation on the present leads us to say things like, "Oh no, XRP can't do that because its valuation would be so high," completely ignoring the astronomical prices that Ethereum and Bitcoin would go through. It bears repeating, I think XRP can accomplish these things. Your thoughts and opinions are welcome in the comments section. As always, I appreciate it when you like and subscribe. Until next time.